cities have woken up. They are in an aggressive posture right now to create real change in their communities, whether it's addressing affordable housing or, in our case, for example, pre-K for all our kids, or going at changes in how we have police and community relate to each other. We're not waiting for a federal policy or even a state policy. It's a do-it-yourself moment.
Why now, Mr. Mayor? You know, is it all Trump? Because you had 8 years of Obama when the mayors could have gotten as activated and as organized, where the cities were just as much laboratories of innovation, experimentation, and democracy as they are now. If you all wanted to activate at that time, you could have. This seems to be more about what you're opposed to versus what you're for.
I appreciate why it may look that way, but I'm going to argue that actually it was well in motion before that. I think there's a historical trajectory that has to be talked about a lot more. The recession, which has the Great Recession, defined the politics of our time. Occupy Wall Street, I think, was a signature moment in terms of opening up the political process. Then you saw progressives start to get elected all over the country at the local level. When, in 2012, my number one platform item when I was running in the election the following year was a tax on wealthy New Yorkers to pay for pre-K for all.
Yeah, we have some experience with that in Texas, in San Antonio specifically, where they raised the sales tax by some incremental amount to pay for full-day pre-K for 22,000
And what San Antonio did under Mayor Castro was well before you ever heard the name Donald Trump as a potential presidential candidate. When I, in 2012, said, let's tax the wealthy for pre-K for all, that
he was
well
still
before.
your constituent.
God help me.
Right.
So,
he's
this is not a point of pride for some of us. That's okay. But look, here's what I want to say. That was well before Trump. Cities were increasing. More and more progressives were being elected, more and more change agents. I think, again, Mayor Adler's done amazing things here in Austin. It's a different type of mayor that emerged well before Trump.